Very good evening and welcome you all to the JFC Navi Mumbai Premier League Season 2 onto the pads, and that was flicked away nicely just with the soft hands, and we'll get the boundary onto the very first ball. Just clips it softly onto the leg side towards that fine leg. Gets the 4 onto the very first ball. It's Nihal and Satya Singh in the middle, and Shekhar, the new bowler, into the attack. It's a really good ball. Gets the single. It's been a perfect start for the old monks. 6 runs already onto the board, onto the very just 2 balls. Shekhar in the find of his line and length. Hope he finds his line and length early as the game move forward. And that's a play, and still a better length this time from Shekhar. Slightly pulling the length back. Shorter one. And it was a miss there by Satya Singh. Again nudges onto the leg side. This time straight in the fielder's hands, and that will be a single. Still 2 more deliveries left. That's been cut away. Again, play and a miss. Trying to cut that one. But Shekhar isn't giving any width there for the batter. He has pulled his length slightly back now. After getting hit for the boundary under the very first ball, it's been a good over so far. Again, trying to cut. Again, a miss. And after the completion of the first over, Old Monk score is 6 runs at a loss of 0 wicket. And it's been a really good start for them. Shekhar finding his line and length back after that third ball. It's Navi Mumbai Premier League Season 2. It's the Old Monks taking on the Magnus Strikers. Chitij, the new bowler, into the attack for the Magnus Supergiants. Nihal on strike now. Chitij to bowl the first ball. Just opens the face of the bat towards the third man. There's a fielder. That will be a dot ball to start off. You can see the slip has been called now. So there's a slip now into the position there for Nihal. Oh, that was really good one. Just nibs in and beats the batter there. Getting turn there at the very start. Kshitij with his third ball. This time just missing his line completely, and that will be a wide there. Or trying to go for that big one. And he's cleaned him up beautifully. We saw that one nibbing in this time, sharply turns and gets through the defense of the batter. That was really good delivery there from Kshitij. He was really bowling good from the very first ball. An excellent work there behind the stumps. And the first wicket falls down, and Nihal has to walk back. So Magnus Supergiants strikes early in the game. In the very second over, excellent work behind. Gets that sharp turn, beats the batter, and the wicketkeeper makes no mistake behind it. Does the job comfortably there. The first wicket falls for the old monk. Kshitij strikes in his very first over. Just one run and a wicket in this over so far. It's been a really good over. Kshitij to bowl the fourth ball. Has been played straight back to the bowler. Another dot delivery. Oh, again beats the batter there. This time with the bounce there. Ronak Parekh, the new batter, in the middle for the old monk. And that will be another dot delivery. So just a single run and a wicket coming into that over. A beautiful over there from Kshitij. After the completion of 2 overs, Old Monk score is 7 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. And a boundary to start off and a wide delivery. This time just missing the line completely, going too outside off. And that will be a wide. And again a wide delivery. Again missing onto that line there completely, Shekhar. Almost bowling onto that fifth or sixth stump there. And that's far away from the batter. He had to reach for that one. And this time he gets correct. Excellent delivery. Beats the batter completely there. 6 runs so far. Still 4 more deliveries left. Oh, this time really good delivery. Length delivery. The batter defends that one. Satya Singh playing on 4 runs of this 7 balls. Again trying to cut. Had to reach. Again bowling that outside off. Just making the batter to play that shot and bowling, not bowling into his arc and bowling slightly outside off. Can be a good trick there, but it can also. This time he connects, and he connects well, and he gets the boundary. Excellent shot, just gets the bat onto that ball as the ball was traveling fast there, finds the gap. Beautiful shot. As you can see from this angle, yeah, just cuts it. Beautiful, elegantly. Just gives the ball the direction, and the ball races. After the completion of 3 overs, Old Monk's score is 17 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. Kshitij back into the attack for his second over, and Ronak is on strike. He's yet to open his account. He's faced 3 deliveries. Kshitij to start off the over. Or excellent delivery. He's just found his rhythm from the very first over, getting that wicket in his very first over. With his second ball. Or this time sweeps. And that's been swept well. The ball was really over pitched there by Kshitij this time, and Ronak makes no mistake, just sweeps it in front of square, and that will be a boundary. Excellent shot there. Such an eye-pleasing shot as it is to play that sweep in front of square. Always gets a good-looking shot, and he's opened the account with the boundary. With his third ball. Oh, this time slightly flighted, just tricked the batter there, and he almost misses onto that one. That is really good thinking there from Kshitij. Yeah, you could see again giving the flight on the ball. This time beats the inside fielder. There's a fielder at the covers. That will be a single. 5 runs so far in this over with 2 deliveries left. Satya back on strike. Oh, that just came straight there. Just 5 runs in the over so far with a delivery left. Satya Singh on strike. Oh, this time slashes that one hard. and that will be a boundary to end the over. The fielder did well there to save that one with his legs, but that was really hit hard there by Satya, and it reaches the boundary. You could see the bat swing there from Satya. Went in very quick through the covers. And a boundary to end the over has been a good over. 8 runs came off that one. After the completion of 4 overs, Old Monk's score is 26 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. Kaustubh Kamlakhar, the new bowler, into the attack for the Magnus Supergiants. Ronak is on strike. Kaustubh, with his first ball, back foot played it straight towards the mid on. That will be a dot ball to start. He's bowling quick and he's bowling tight lengths there, Kaustubh. A really good start there to the over. He'll get a quick single there. Slight misfeel also there by the fielder at the covers, and they will get that single comfortably. Satya Singh will face the first ball. He's playing on 12 of 12. Also with his first ball, this time on the shorter one. Oh, that was been slashed hard there at the covers. Could have been a chance there also, but it was quick there. It was hit really hard off to the back foot there. Uh, a good try there by the fielder at the covers. The ball was really traveling fast. This time nudges it onto the leg side. That's been traveling there. The fielder gets, and that will be a single. It's a leg by given there by the umpire. 3 runs so far in this over. 2 more deliveries left. Excellent delivery. Gets that bounce on this one. Another dot delivery. Just 3 runs so far in the over. With the ball left. Also the ball is last ball of the over. Oh, just drifting onto the legs, and that will be a dot delivery to end. So after the completion of 5 overs, Old Monk's score is 29 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. And it was been on the shorter side, and that was been hit really hard there. But it was been dropped there at the cover by the fielder. It was a hard one there because ball was really low there. But nonetheless, it was a good effort there. Kshitij back into the attack. Oh, he beats the batter again. Again gives the flight onto that ball. And the ball just spins. He's bowling his third over already. really good bowling there from Kshitij. He knows when to give ref to that ball, when to just get the speed on the ball. He's keeping his line and length really tight there, not allowing batter any width. This time he picks up beautifully, and that will be a boundary. Excellent shot, picks it up beautifully there, and that will be a boundary, a much needed boundary there for the old monks. Oh, that's a six. Oh, that was been really timed well. So we can say with the timing that really went for the six, just over that boundary rope. Again, the flighted delivery this time played it towards the cover. They'll look for the second, and yes, they'll come for the second. Good running between the wickets. So suddenly 8 runs now in the over with the first 2 balls dot, and now with 4 balls, 8 runs, 2 more deliveries. Now this time it's been in the air. There's no one, and that's a boundary again. And now he has found the rhythm. Their batter too is picking up really well there. Again sweeps that one into that cow corner area. Yeah, it was really good shot. Stretches full and just cleans the infield and gets the boundary. So suddenly this is turning out to be a really good over there for the old monks. 12 runs already of this over, with the ball to go into this over. Kshitij to bowl the last ball. That's been again swept. This time high. And that's again a boundary to end the over. What a over it has been for the old monks, and what a batting there from the Ronak. He picked that up really beautiful again. Just cleans the infield with ease. After the completion of 6 overs, Old Monk's score is 41 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. Also back into the attack for his second over. Satya Singh on strike. Satya is playing on 13 of 15 balls, and on his other end, Ronak is playing on 18 of 16. Accelerated really well into that last over, picking up some boundaries and sixes there. It's a much needed score there for the old monks. With the end of the power play, the score is 41 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. Oh, that's a really good delivery there. There's an appeal. The batter is well into the crease there. I could see he didn't pick up his legs there. So dot delivery to start them. There are really quick hands behind the stumps there of the Magnus Supergiants keeper. He's been really quick there behind the stumps. Some amazing stumping, getting that first wicket of Nihal, and now this one. Hit it on the leg side. Will be only a single. So this is the phase where you need to keep rotating the strike and get some odd boundaries here and there to keep up with that scoreboard and also with that run rate going. Cost of with the third ball. That will be a dot delivery now again. Just shaping that out from the right hander. That's high into the air. Catches the call. But falls into no man's land. That will be just a single. On the leg side, this time he picks up the gap really well and gets the boundary. It was a slightly over-pitched delivery there from Kaustubi. Finds well, and Satya gets the boundary and he finds the gap really well onto the leg side there. 6 runs in the over so far with the ball left. Goes to bowl the last ball and ends the over with a dot ball. So after the completion of 7 overs, Old Monk's score is 47 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. Raful, the new bowler, into the attack for the Magnus Supergiants. Raful with his first ball. That's been played straight towards the mid-on. Gets the first run quick there. 48 runs onto the board for the Old Monks with a loss of 1 wicket. Going to the 8th over. This has been a really good power play there for the Old Monks. Or that's been played over the infield. There's a fielder at the long off. And that will be just a single. They need to keep rotating the strike to keep up with that run rate. The current run rate is 6. Can be slightly better there. Getting that odd boundaries here and there would help. The Old Monks this time just steps out and goes for the big one, misses it completely, and that will be a dot delivery. careful with the fourth ball. Or this time, he played it on the offside. There's a fielder there at the extra covers. That will be a single. Or this time, he cuts that one. It was a really well fielded there at the inside circle there. Just gets a run there. Was fielded really well. The ball was really traveling fast there. Careful with the last ball again, steps out. Again, he misses that one. So just 4 runs coming off that one. So after the completion of 8 overs, Old Monk score is 51 runs at a loss of 1 wicket, and they cross the 50-run mark into that 8th over. Kaustup back into the attack for his third over. Satya Singh on strike. Kaustup with the first ball. That's been played onto the leg side. This field there. Oh, that's been played onto the leg side. He finds the gap really well there to get the boundary. The ball onto the shorter side. He picks up that really well. Played into the gap there. A fine shot there from Satya. Off to the back foot. Pulls it really well. Excellent shot there from Satya. Pardon, it was from Ronak. Now onto the offside. There's a fielder at the long off, just a single. Six runs in the first three with the 3 balls left. Yulmong finding that odd boundary here and there. This time flighted delivery there. Played it straight towards the long off. That will be just a single. Again pulled it onto the leg side. Fielder makes the fumble there. And they'll get the second run too. Good running between the wickets. Score moves to 60 now. With the ball left. And now this suddenly is turning out to be a really good over there for the Old Monks. Again played onto the leg side. This time will be a single. So after the completion of 9 overs, Old Monk score is 61 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. Praful back into the attack for his second over, and that's a play and a miss to start off. He's got some pace onto his ball. He runs far back there and generates the pace. Just 4 runs in the first over, and now the dot ball to start off. He's bowling his second over. You could see Ronak slightly standing outside the crease. Steps out in the air. Falls into no man's land, and that will be a single. Ronak did step out, didn't get any elevation onto that one, and just falls short there. Just a single. But Setta is standing slightly behind that line. So different batters with the different techniques and the strategies. Again a play and a miss. Just a single run in the first 3 balls. They have been bowled really well, the Magnus Supergiants. They've kept their lines very tight there. Hello and welcome back. After that short drinks break, we're halfway into that first innings. The Old Monk score is 66 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. And after the drinks break, the Magnus Supergiants, Prathamesh, the new bowler, into the attack. Ronak Parekh is playing on 30 of 28 and Satya Singh is playing on 26 on 27. With these two guys settled, they need to take it forward for the Old Monk to put up a defendable score on the board. And that will be a single to start off. That the shot was played with the intent there by Ronak. He slashed it hard towards the offside. And we can see a slight field changes now. Prathamesh with the second ball. Oh, this has been cut away nicely. There's a fielder at the deep backward point there. That will be just a single. Score moves to 68. And really good bowling there from the Magnus Supergiants. Prathamesh with the third delivery now. Didn't connect well, and that will be oh, that's been swept and swept well to the fine leg, and that's a boundary there for the Old Monks. That was a really good shot. He picked that up really well there. That was sliding down the leg, just swept that to the fine leg. Yeah, really good shot. Ronak moves to 35 of 31. That's it. And that will be a dot delivery. 6 runs in the over so far. With the ball left, score moves to 72. And that will be a white signal there by the umpire. An extra run and extra delivery to them. So score moves to 73. A good start after that drinks break for the Old Monks. 7 runs in the over. He played that beautifully. Just the inside out shot there from the Ronak this time again. Again the over pitch delivery. Plays that into the gap. And a boundary to end the over. So 11 runs came off that over after the completion of 11 overs. Old Monk score is 77 at a loss of 1 wicket. That was an excellent shot to end the over. The shot was with the intent. Just a back into the attack for his fourth and the final over. He's bowled 3 overs, given 18 runs. Is yet to pick up a wicket there. Hope he finds one in this. Oh, nearly could have been a wicket there. But that was been really hit hard there. But the batter steps out, hits it hard, straight. Kaustup put it hand, but got hurt there. And we'll need some medical help there. Yes. There's been a medical help being called there because it was been really hit hard. Because Satya did step out. There was a really good attempt there by Kaustup, putting his hands as the ball was really travelling fast there. Oh, that was a good delivery. Finds the edge. And the ball just races towards the boundary line. It's spun in, gets that inside edge, and the ball just travels fast. And we could see the fielder gets the leg on the ball, and he itself get that thrown that ball towards that boundary line. So buys it's given, so it didn't hit the edge of the bat. Again steps out, and that's a wicket. A much needed wicket there for Kaustup, and he deserves it thoroughly there. What an excellent over it has been so far. Putting his hand onto that very first ball, travelling hard, this time spun in, the batter misses and the keeper makes no mistake. Yeah, easy stumping there for the keeper. Partnership was building there for the old monk between Satya and Ronak there. And the wicket's been fallen there. As Satya walks back, Ronak still there. As the new batter Sonu comes into the middle for the old monks. Still 3 deliveries left in the over. So 4 runs came off the byes and a wicket and a dot ball. So certainly good over so far for the Magnus Supergiants. With 3 balls left, a new batter into the middle and will face the first ball. Sonu to face his first ball, Kaustup to bowl the fourth one. That's been cut away. Back there towards the deep backward point, just a single, and he's off the mark with that single. Ronak is on strike. He's playing on 39 of 33. Certainly been a good knock so far from Ronak. Oh, it's cleared the infield with ease now. Gets the boundary. Beautiful shot there. Yeah, inside out shot. Excellently played there. And he moves to 43. Score is 86 with the ball left in the over. Oh, this time cut away. And he finds the boundary again. That was been really hit well there by Ronak. And he beat the fielder at the deep backward point there too. As the ball was really travelling fast, he timed it really well. So back-to-back boundaries in the over and a wicket. So three boundaries came. One of the byes and two with the bat of the Ronak. So after the completion of 12 overs, Old Monk score is 90 runs at a loss of 2 wickets, and Ronak moves to 47 of 35. Prathamesh back into the attack for his second over. He went in expensive into his very first over. He went in for 11 runs. He's been brought back for his second over there. New batter Sonu on strike. He's off the mark with a single. And that will be a dot ball to start off. Nudges it onto the leg side. Will be a single. Ronak back on strike. He's playing on 47. He certainly anchored the innings well. A dot ball. So just one run in the first three balls. It's turning out to be a really good over there so far. With three balls left, you can't say with Ronak on strike, he might accelerate as well in his last three balls of the over. Oh, he slashes that one but misses that one. Looking for the single. And that will be again a dot ball. Just a single run coming in this over so far with the two balls left. He's keeping his line and length really tight there. Again a miss hit there. Onto the leg side. They're looking for the second and they'll get that second one comfortably. So 3 runs with the ball left and Ronak moves to 49 now of 38 balls. He's holded that one and really well. Last ball cuts it. There's a fielder and that's been fielded really well. That will be a dot ball to end the over. So after the completion of 13 overs, Ulmong score is 93 runs at a loss of 2 wickets. Kshitij back into the attack for his fourth and the final over. Sonu on strike. Oh, full toss, and he smacked that one straight. Doesn't find the distance. Falls in the no man's land. Will be only a single there. He connected that one, but didn't get the distance as much as it was required. So Ronak is back on strike. He's playing on 49 of 39. Sitic to bowl the second ball. A flighted delivery there, and he's picked that up really well. And that's been really fielded well there too. On the leg side, and with that single, Ronak Parekh brings up his 50. And that will be an important 50. Though it didn't came up really quick there, but it was really well needed knock from him for his team to just hold on to the one end and to still stay till the end to get to that comfortable total for his team. Again, flighted delivery, he's played that straight over the bowler's head, and that will be a boundary. There's a miscommunication between the fielders there. That was been played really well over the bowler's head. A miscommunication there between the fielders, and in between that, the ball just races towards the boundary line. So you can say the free runs there for the old monks. This time played it on the offside. Just a single. Runner back on strike. Still two more deliveries left. Again, a flighted delivery there. Sliced it, that one. And that's been misfield again. And that ball races to boundary again. Hook. My God, what's really happening? A flighted delivery. That's been sliced well. Onto the offside, there was a fielder there at the deep. He just misfields there and the ball just races towards the boundary. So the runs are flowing for the old monks now. And this time steps out. It's high. Oh, that's been dropped. Certainly it was well into the hands of the long off there. He did hold on to that one for quite seconds, but then dropped that one. The Ronak survives. After the completion of 14 overs, Old Monk score is 105 runs at the loss of 2 wickets, and they cross the 100-run mark now in the 15th over. With still 6 overs left, they can, with Ronak still in the middle, he can take his team to the comfortable total. Pratham is back into the attack for his third over, and he starts off with a dot ball. Ronak on strike. He's playing on 55 of 43. Steps out, cleans the infield with ease, and that's a boundary again. There was a really well hit there by Ronak. And now he's charging up. He's taking the charge. He's finding the odd boundaries here and there. The scoreboard is moving fast now. It's already 109. Oh, he sweeps. And he sweeps well. So there's a fielder there. And they'll run couple of runs, get 2 runs. Excellent running between the wickets. Now the pressure starts building up on the bowling team as their runs are flowing with ease now. 7 runs already into the first 3 balls now. We smack that one. Small shot, there's a fielder. That will be just a single. And Sonu Rai is back on strike. He's playing on 8 of 6 balls. With 2 deliveries left in the over. He's cut that one. There's a fielder. And that will be a dot delivery. Seven runs in the over so far with the ball left. Sonu on strike. He might needs to hit a boundary there, or could have just been a dot ball too. Yes, that's a dot ball to end the over. So after the completion of 15 overs, Old Monk score is 112 runs at a loss of 2 wickets. Shekhar back into the attack for his third over. He's bowled 2 overs, given 16 runs. He's still in the search of his first wicket there. Ronak is on strike. Shekhar with the first ball. Oh, that's been smacked. And that's been smacked for a boundary. What a way to start the over. Excellent shot. That was a fabulous shot there from Ronak. Finds the gap there. And gets the boundary on the very first ball. Score moves to 116 now, and Ronak is playing on 66 of 47. He's accelerated really well in the last 2 overs. He's found good boundaries there. And now Shekhar is coming round the wicket there. Oh, that's been cut away. And that's been cut away nicely. Back to back boundaries now. A width given. And that's been punished for boundary. Runs are flowing now with ease as the score moves to 120. And Ronak is playing on 70. Back to back boundaries. The pressure suddenly is on the Magnus Supergiants as the runs are flowing quickly. And they're coming thick and fast now. And now he's back bowling over the wicket. Steps out, hits it straight, and hits it hard and hits it for 4. What a shot was that! steps out, and that was been hit hard. And now he's accelerated. Now he's been charged up. And he's only dealing in boundaries now. 3 boundaries. 12 runs already of the first 3 balls. 3 back to back. Really well and good hit boundaries there from Ronak Parekh, and he's playing on 474. And suddenly the pressure back. Steps out. This time high. In the air. Doesn't get the distance. It falls in no man's land, and that's a good throw there from the fielder. And Ronak has to walk back. What an excellent throw that was. Pardon, it was not Ronak, it was Sonu who has to walk back. It was not even in the frame there. It was hit high in the air, didn't get the distance. The fielder came in quickly, aims it straight into the stumps as the batter was just running. And there was an easy decision there for the umpire. So the third wicket falls for the old monk. He plays that straight and will get a single. Rahul, the new batter, into the middle for the old monks, and he's on strike. He'll face his first ball. It opens the face of the bat. It will be a dot ball. Oh, he gets the single onto the very first ball, and he's off the mark. So after the completion of 16 overs, Old Monk score is 127 runs at a loss of 3 wickets. Prathame is back into the attack for his fourth and the final over. That will be a single to start off. And Ronak is back on strike with that single. Still 4 more overs to go in this innings. The score is 128 with Ronak playing on 76 of 51. Steps out. Doesn't connect well. That will be a dot ball to start. So just a single in the first 2 deliveries with Prathamesh bowling his third ball. Inside out again. But this time fielder comes in there quickly. and that will be just a single. Rahul's back on strike, so 2 runs in the first 3 balls. With 3 balls left, and the Magnus Supergiants will have to keep in mind to keep Ronak as much as off strike. Another dot delivery, again a dot ball. Just 2 runs in the over so far. This is turning out to be a good over. Oh, that's been taken on full toss. Played it onto the leg side. Will be a single. And the score is 130 now. With the loss of 3 wickets. With Prathamesh to bowl the last and the final ball of his spell. And he has to bowl that one again as the umpire signals wide. The bowler is keeping the ball away from the batter, not bowling into that hitting zone of Ronak. Steps out, and this time it's been taken with these at the long off, and Ronak Parikh's a wonderful knock comes to an end. A knock of 77 of 53. He was playing really well. He was carrying his team. Could have taken to a comfortable total, but there he finds the fielder at the long off, and this time he makes no mistake and gets that catch with the ease. So Prathamesh strikes onto his last ball of the spell, and he gets the wicket under his belt. This time he didn't time that really well and didn't get the distance as well, and a celebration of relief there from the bowler as well. So the fourth wicket falls for the Old Monks, and after the completion of 17 overs, Old Monks score is 131 runs at a loss of 4 wickets. Raffle into the attack for his third over. Both the both the new batters in the middle for the Old Monks, as Sharat Singh walks into the middle. Oh, that's again a misfield there. At the third man, he just sliced that one. Just opens the face of the bat there. As there's again a misfield at the third man and gets the boundary. A boundary to start the over. Score moves to 135. Well. Now Rahul is taking the charge as he hits the boundary on the very first ball of the over. Rahul to bowl the second ball. Again, a slight fumble there from the wicket keeper, and they get a run there. So Bai's run. So as Praful is a pacer, it's mandatory for the batter to have a helmet. The helmet was been brought as Sharat Singh will face his first ball. 5 runs with the first 2 balls. Praful to Sharat Singh with the first ball. The play and a miss. Praful with his fourth ball again. A play and a miss. He's getting beaten there by the pace of Praful. Another dot delivery. So far, 5 runs in the over so far with 2 balls left in the over. Sharad will face his third ball. This time he connects, plays it straight back to the bowler, and that was a really good grab there by the bowler onto the follow through. It's never easy for the bowler, especially if the fast bowler, to just collect the ball onto the follow through, and he collected that with ease there. Ruffle. Oh, that's been a really good over now. Just 5 runs there with the ball left. Sharath to face the fourth, and again a play and a miss. So after the completion of 18 overs, Old Monk score is 136 runs at a loss of 4 wickets. Shekhar back into the attack for his fourth and the final over. That's a play and a miss again. And now suddenly the Magnus Supergiants bowlers are bowling only dot balls. And suddenly the flow of runs have been stopped off the Old Monks. Just 5 runs in the last over and a dot ball to start off this over. Played it on the leg side. That will be just a single. So 1 run in the first 2 balls. Oh, that's again a play and a miss. It was a huge swing there by Sharad, and he missed that. So another dot delivery. He's faced 5 balls now. Is yet to open his account. Again fails to connect. Again a dot delivery. Suddenly the pressure's back on the Old Monks now. Just 1 run in the first 4 balls with 2 balls left. Shaker to bowl the fifth ball. This time he connects. And he connects well and he finds his first boundary and he's off the mark. He cuts it, clears the infield with ease and beats the fielder there at the boundary line. And Sharad Singh is off the mark with that boundary. So 5 runs in the over so far and the score moves to 141 with the ball left. This time the ball was on the shorter side and he just cut that one and cleared that infield and the ball just racing towards the boundary line. Shaker with his last ball. Again a play and a miss. He's asking for the wide. The umpire says no. After the completion of 19 overs, Old Monk score is 141 runs at a loss of 4 wickets. And we head into the final over of this innings. Rahul will be on strike to face Praful. Rahul is playing on 8 of 8 balls. How many runs can they add to the total from this over will be quite interesting to see as Praful bowls his first ball. And that's a dot delivery to start off. Quite a different shot there we could see from Rahul. He was switching for that switch shot. He then connected that. A dot ball to start off now. Suddenly the pressure is back on the batters now. The score is just 141 runs. At one moment I thought that they would score 150, 160, but suddenly the wicket of Ronak Pare have just stopped that run flow which was been happening there. Another dot delivery. Just 4 balls left in the over now. With the pace as Praful bowling, it's quite difficult to pick him with the pace. And he's bowling really good line and length. He's not giving any freebie there for the batters. At this time, over pitched. That will be just a single. There was a call for 2, but the fielder came in quite quickly there to collect the ball. So just a single of the first 3 with Sharad back on strike now. Sharad with the 4th ball. Oh, this time he connects. He clears the infield. There's a fielder at the 3rd man. That will be just a single. So 2 runs of the first 4 balls now. Of the first 4 balls, just 2 runs. The score moves to 143. Rahul back on strike. Still 2 more deliveries left. What an over this is. Just 2 runs, 4 balls already been bowled with 2 deliveries left. Praful with his 5th ball has been played straight. Will be only a single. A fine over there from Praful. Just 3 runs. Sharad will face the last ball of this innings. He's playing on 5 of 9 balls. He hasn't got any opportunity there or time to just settle in That's the role when you bat at number 5 or number 6. That's what has been expected for you to do, just to come and hit those crucial boundaries in the end. Praful with the last ball, and that will be a dot delivery. Oh, they have ran for the second one, and this time the keeper gets the aim on the wicket. So the wicket falls on the last ball, and they'll grab a single. They were coming for the second one. So the score is 145 runs. It was a really good ball there from Praful. There was a huge swing there, missed. There was a throw from the keeper, but he missed that one. He ran for the they were coming for the second, but this time the keeper aims it perfectly onto the stumps and gets the wicket onto the very last ball. So the Old Monk score is 145 runs in that 20 overs with the loss of 5 wickets. So Magnus Supergiants need 146 runs to win in their allotted 20 overs, and we will be back after a short innings break. Till then, stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to GFSC, the Navi Mumbai Premier League Season 2. We're back with the chase. With Magnus Supergiants needs 146 runs to win in their 20 overs. Magnus Supergiants, the opening batters, Jagdeep and Prashant in the middle, and the Akash Yadav is open to bowling for gets the edge. It's a really well fielded there. Will take a single there. So with the completion of first over, Magnus Supergiants score is 2 runs at a loss of 0 wickets. Vinod, the new bowler, into the attack for the old monk. Jagdeep on strike. He's playing on one of the 3 balls. 144 runs needed in 114 balls. Vinod with his first ball. Oh, that's a really good delivery. And equally well defended there by Jagdeep. So a dot ball to start off the over. There might have been some dew also in the second innings. We could see the bowlers wiping the ball quite often now. That's been played on the leg side. Beats the fielder. And that will be a boundary. Wasn't the best of the shot, I would say. It wasn't even connected well. But get enough onto the bat to get that ball placed towards the boundary line. So that will be the first boundary for Jagdeep and for the Magnus Supergiants innings as well. The score moves to 6. Vinod to bowl his third ball. 4 runs in the first two. Oh, this time going for that big one. There's an appeal there. The umpire says no. Again, a quick hands behind the stumps there from the wicketkeeper of the old monk. There was a big swing there from the bat of Jagdeep. He was going for that big one, missed it. And the keeper just went in for that stumping, but he was well within the crease. Jagdeep is playing on 5 of 6. Vinod to bowl the fourth ball. Oh, this time he connects and he connects well to get that the ball over that boundary line for a maximum. That was a beautiful connection there from Jagdeep. That went in high and that went long for maximums. First maximum of the innings. So 10 runs in the over so far now with 2 deliveries left. Vinod with his fifth ball. Again going for the big one. Wicketkeeper fumbles. The ball's racing. But the fielder reaches in time. They'll get couple of runs there. So the buys runs as the umpire signals. 12 runs already of this over now. So far, good over for the Magnus Supergiants. Vinod to bowl the last ball. It was really good ball and equally well defended. A dot ball to end the over. So after the completion of second over, Magnus Supergiants score is 14. Magnus here. Akash Jadhav back into the attack for the second over. And that's been crunched towards the covers. That will be a single. And now he's coming around the wicket. 15 runs. Oh, connected well. And that will be a boundary. This time over pitch delivery there. Jagdeep finds and picks up the length quickly. Steps out already out of the crease. Quickly judges the length and he smashes that one over the infield for a boundary. 5 runs of the first two balls. Score moves to 19. Now suddenly runs are coming there for the Magnus Supergiants. Again clears the infield. This time slices it away. And that's another boundary there. Again from the bat of Jagdeep. So back to back boundaries now. Again steps out, just slices that one, just opens the face, clears the infield. That's what he does with super. And now he's playing on 19 of just 11. Again, the keeper fumbles, but this time there was a pace onto that ball, and the ball just races towards the boundary line. Another boundary coming there for the Magnus Supergiants. And that's third for the over. And the score moves to 27 at a loss of 0 wickets with 2 more balls left. Thirteen runs already been conceded in this over. And now goes over the top and finds another boundary. Now he's charged up, Jagdeep, and he's just dealing in boundaries now. That was an excellent shot, just over the bowler's head. Again clears the infield. Akash with the last ball. Oh, that's been played towards the covers. That's been smashed. There's a fielder. They might get couple of runs there. Yes, they do. So an expensive over comes to an end after the completion of 3 overs. Magnus Supergiants score is 33 runs at a loss of 0 wickets. Vinod back into the attack for his second over. Prashant on strike. He's playing on 2 of 5. He has been a spectator so far. And that is running towards the boundary line. There's a fielder comes in. Will be couple of runs there. And that's a wide also given by the umpire. So 3 runs coming off that ball. Prashant has been so far a spectre at the other end. He's been looking at the fireworks which Jagdeep has been playing. Now he joins the party. He has connected that well. And the fielder just fumbles there at the boundary. And he drops one and the ball just races towards the boundary line. It was an easy catch there at the long on. It slips from the hands of the fielder there, and the one bounce into the boundary ropes. And the score is 40 now. Oh, there's an appeal there. They've taken a single there. That would be a leg by. Jagdeep back on strike now. Score is quickly moved to 41 now. Again on the leg side, and this time that will race towards the boundary line. We have to look at the signal. Oh, that's given 4. So it might have been a slight bat there of Jagdeep. He gets another boundary. Just a bat, just a bat onto that ball as it was sliding down the leg, and it just raced quickly towards that boundary line. The score has moved to 45 now. The runs are flowing with ease there for the Magnus Supergiants. Still 2 more deliveries left. This is turning out to be an expensive over 2 there. Vinod with his 5th ball. Again nudges onto the leg side. We'll get a quick single there. Prashant back on strike with that single. Vinod to bowl the last ball. Again, that's down the leg, and then again a wicket keeper fumbles, and that's been raced towards the boundary line. Another boundary there for the Magnus Supergiants, and with that boundary, they've crossed the 50-run mark as 51 runs comes on the board for the Magnus Supergiants in just 3.5 overs. They need 95 runs in 97 balls. It's almost run a ball now. With still two overs left in the power play, they can maximize it. This is turning out to be. Now again, just opens the face of the bat, plays in the gap, and the ball is racing towards the boundary. An excellent shot to end the over. What an over it has been for the Magnus Supergiants. After the completion of 4 overs, Magnus Supergiants score is 55 runs at a loss of 0 wickets, and they complete the 50-run partnership between them. Jagdeep is playing on 30 of 16, and Prashant is playing on 10 of just 8. He has quietly got a strike there, but Jagdeep has been smashing it really well, finding odd boundaries, hitting here and there. Superb start there for the Magnus Supergiants. Sharad Sharad Singh, the new bowler, into the attack for the Old Monks. Jagdeep on strike. Sharad with his first ball. Oh, that's been swept. And that's been swept well, but he finds the fielder there. That will be just a single to start off the over. Oh, goes for that big drive and missed onto it completely. So we can see a rare dot ball in the innings so far. Oh, this one came in fast. That was quicker one there from Sharad Singh. The single of the first ball and then two dot balls. Oh, this time he connects and he connects and he clears that infield with ease. Just over that infield fielder and gets the boundary. Score moves to 60 now in just 4.4 overs. This has been a massive and a great start for the Magnus Supergiants. Prashant with his gets the edge and the ball just racing towards the boundary line when the runs are coming, and when it's in the favor of you, it might have come for the edge also. So back-to-back boundaries there for the Magnus Supergiants. Score moves to 64. Just 82 required in 91 now. Lays it onto the leg side. There's a fielder. Will be only a single to end the over. So after the completion of 5 overs, Magnus Supergiants score is 65 runs at a loss of 0 wickets. Neeraj Giri, the new bowler, into the attack for the Old Monks. He's quick. He's left arm leg break. There's a quicker first ball there from Neeraj. Oh, this time just gets the edge. Another dot ball. So good start by the Neeraj. He's he's adjusted and he's found his length quite early there. With his third ball. This time it's been connected well there by Prashant, and he clears the infield and gets the boundary. An excellent shot there. A slightly over pitch delivery. Yes, it was. And he smacked that one for a long boundary there. Yeah, beautiful shot. Just look at that finish there from Prashant. They could have folded for a photograph there. And now he's playing on 19 of just 16 as the score move just moves quickly to 69 in just 5.3 overs with 3 balls left in the power play. Or just opens the face of the bat. There's a fielder. That will be a dot delivery again. It's always difficult to pick that left arm leg break, the quicker ones. Played it towards the covers and will be a single. So 5 runs in the over so far with the ball left. The score moves to 70. Already they've conceded 70 runs in the inside the power play with the ball left. Jagdeep will face that last ball of the power play. Neeraj to bowl his last ball. It's been a good over so far. He smacked that one onto the leg side. Gets the boundary onto the last one. That's an excellent shot there. He picked that length quickly. And just a flick onto that one. Passes that third umpire. Beautiful shot to win that power play and the over 2. So after the completion of 6 overs, Magnus Supergiants score is 74 runs at a loss of 0 wickets. And this has been a cracking power play for the Magnus Supergiants. 74 runs came. Just 72 more runs required in 84 balls. With 2 set batsmen in the middle now. With Prashant playing on 20 of 18 and Jagdeep playing on 35 of 18. This has been a massive partnership and it's just been growing over and over again. The partnership of 74 in just 6 overs. With Sharad back into the attack for his second over. The 6 runs in his first over. And now we can see the field been spread out as we conclude the power play. That's in the air. There's a fielder will only be a single. They have coming for 2. Yes, they have come. Good running between the wickets. Just keeping up with the current run rate. Getting the odd boundaries here and there. And just rotating of strike. The shorter one. Keeper fumbles. It's over him. There's a fielder there at the back. And that's a white signal by the umpire. That was a quite shorter one and 1 bounce for the over 2. It was a quite odd delivery there from the spinner. A shorter delivery just over the batsman head. Oh, now the Yorker one comes in straight into that block hole. Will get a single though. The score moves to 79 runs. The runs have flowed really thick and flow for the Magnus Supergiants. It's that straight towards the long on, and that will be a single. So 80 runs comes on the board for the Magnus Supergiants in 6.3 overs. They need 66 more to win in 81 balls. It's quite a comfortable. Oh, misses. And they'll come for the second. So 2 runs coming of that delivery. didn't time that really well, but just beats that fielder onto that inner circle. Hit that straight. If they aren't finding any boundaries, they are just rotating the strike quite easily. The rotation of strike into this middle overs is, and now he picks that one. There's a fielder at the deep mid wicket, just a single. So after the completion of 7 overs, Magnus Supergiants score is 84 runs at a loss of 0 wickets. Rajesh Modi, the new bowler, into the attack for the old monk. Prashant Panchal is playing on 24 of 21, and Jagdeep is playing on 39 of 21. The current run rate is almost of 12, and the required run rate is just 4.77 for the Magnus Supergiants per over. They've got a really good start there with Rajesh to bowl the first ball, and that will be a dot delivery to start off. Rare dot delivery in this innings of the Magnus Supergiants, where they have find the boundaries, or either they have rotated the strike quite well and comfortably. Rajesh with his second ball, another good delivery, another dot ball. He's bowling into that stumps line, not giving any width there for the batter. Just bowling it quite straight there. Just holding on that middle stump. And this time he misses onto it, and that's been swept well for a boundary. He swept that with ease. He judges that ball really quickly and early, and went into the position to play that sweep. I could see he went in early to play that sweep shot. There was no one at the square leg, and gets a much needed boundary. So 2 dot balls and a boundary. The pressure again back onto the bowler. Just 58 required in 75 balls now. The shorter delivery, played it onto the leg side, will be a single. That brings Jagdeep back on strike, and he'll face the first ball from the Rajesh. Oh, that's full toss, and that's been smacked for a maximum. You can't bowl full toss to a man who's playing on 39. That was easy picking for him. He just pulled that away. Now the difference is of just 50 runs. That's a no ball as well, as it was above his waistline and he didn't come out of his crease. So the umpire has given that no ball, and that's a free hit also. When everything starts going your way, it goes like this, as runs are just easily flowing to the Magnus Supergiants. The difference is quite huge now. 50 runs required in 74 balls. They're quite ahead of the chase now, the Magnus Supergiants. And Jagdeep is playing on 45 of just 22 balls. And here comes a free hit from Rajesh. It's a really good delivery. And that's a dot ball. So 12 runs in the over so far with a ball left. He started really well, but then the boundary, then the signal, and then the no ball and the six really turned the over in the favor of the Magnus Supergiants with the ball left now. A flighted delivery that's been played into the gap, and that's a boundary to end the over. That's an expensive over now. A flighted delivery. He drive that towards the covers. There was no one in the extra cover region. 16 runs conceded in that last over, and the Magnus Supergiants 100 runs comes on the board for them in just 8 overs, and just 46 runs required now in 72 balls. What a fabulous knock this both players are playing. Jagdeep is playing on 49 of just 24, and Prashant is playing on 29 of 25. Prerak Shah, the new bowler, into the attack for the Old Monk. 100 runs on the board for the Magnus Supergiants in just 8 overs. The current run rate is 12.50. It's almost 13 runs per over, and the required run rate is just dropped down to 3.83. That will be a single. And that brings Jagdeep back on strike. He's playing on 49 of 24. Prerak bowl his second delivery. Oh, edge. Land safely. That will be a dot delivery. Landed that safe in just of the fielder there. Is Jagdeep still on strike? He's on 49. He has to wait. Prerak with a really good delivery now. He's almost bowling into that block hole, not allowing the batter just to hit there. Oh, that's a huge swing there from Jagdeep. Again miss. Oh, now just a single of the first ball and then 3 dot deliveries. Now this is turning out to be a good over for the Old Monk. Oh, he's searching for the single. He's still searching for the single. Not so easy, says Old Monk. and the bowler Prerak. Not so easy. That's a fourth dot ball of the over. Just a single coming off the first ball and then four dot balls. And now he slashes that one. He finds the fielder and he's out. He was rushing. He was rushing for that 50 and he gets out on 49. But rather than less, it was a quite a great knock there from Jagdeep Singh. It's an over pitch delivery, smashes that one, didn't connect it well, didn't get that distance, and that was a great catch there at the deep mid wicket by the fielder of Old Monk to dismiss a well settled Jagdeep Singh, and his knock comes to an end. 49 of 26. But he might have done half of the job for his team as the new batter walks in, Abhishek Sunny. So after the completion of 9 overs, Magnus Supergiants score is 101 run at a loss of 1 wicket. And Neeraj back into the attack for his second over. Prashant Panchal still in the middle. He's playing on 30 of 26. Still 45 runs needed in 66 balls. Quite of an interesting over and a over which brought them back into the game. But the crucial wicket of Jagdeep Singh, or the wicket of well settled Jagdeep Singh, we can say. Neeraj to bowl his first ball. Oh, that's been slashed straight. There's a fielder, one bounce into the hands of the fielder, just a single. And that brings Abhishek on strike. And he will face his first ball from Neeraj. Just clears the infield. There's a fielder there. At the extra cover, they're coming for the second one. There was a poor throw there from the fielder. And they snatched their second run quite easily. So these are the moments where the fielding team needs to be very careful. They do not quit. They do not give the easy singles there for the batting team, as this one came quite easily there. They saw that fielder was quite slow there and they ran for the second one. And now the talks between the keeper and the bowler and the fielder quite joins in as well. There has been a long talk there. Might have been saying to give him the flighted or just to bowl the flighted delivery as his stepping out of his crease, or defends that one quite well. So just 3 runs of the first 3 balls now. Abhishek can take his time just to settle in, just to be. Oh, that was been bowled quite far away from the batter. He can adjust himself for 5 more balls. Get used to that line and length, and then he can charge down. On the other hand, the Old Monk can keep Prashant Panchal off the strike, or they need to keep him off the strike to keep Abhishek as much as on strike and to make him play the ball, and that would be a dead ball. Just 3 runs in the over so far with the ball left. Abhishek on strike. Played that straight towards the fielder. That would be a dot ball to end the over. So 3 runs came off that over. After the completion of 10 overs, Magnus Supergiants score is 104 runs at a loss of 1 wicket, and the umpire have called for drinks break. And we are back after that short drinks break. The teams might have regrouped, would have talked for the strategy for the next 10 overs. As Prerak Shah bowled that first excellent over, get that first wicket, a much needed wicket there of Jagdeep, who was playing on 49 there, to take the wicket of him, and then the runs have been not just flown that easily for the Magnus Supergiants after that wicket. He's been brought back into the attack for his second over. He's just given 1 run and a wicket in his very first over. So Prashant will face Prerak with his second over. And Prashant is playing on 31 of 27. Oh, he hit that really well. There's a fielder there at the long off. That would be a single. and that brings Abhishek back on strike. Yeah, he might have been adjusted to the line and length now. He just needs to rotate the strike. That's what is just needed, not to hit or not to hit over hit. And that's again, was that a wide? As have a look at what, yes, that was a wide, and a run came too. So 2 runs came of that. So the Prashant is back on strike now. So 107 runs on the board at a loss of 1 wicket. So 3 runs in the first two. Oh, he swept that. And he swept that really well to get the boundary. He beats the fielder at that square leg. As he was running it, he couldn't reach. And a boundary in the name of the Prashant Panjal. He hit that quite well. So 7 runs of the first three now. Might as well the drinks break have worked for the Magnus Supergiant. Just 35 runs required in 58 deliveries now. The current run rate is still of 10.74. Again, played it towards that long on fielder. Will get a single. And that's a wide signal by the umpire. So another extra ball, extra run. He has to bowl that one again. The boundary did disturb his line in length of Prerak. Abhishek did step out, but there was a good delivery there from Prerak. And that's a dot ball in the over. Still 2 more deliveries left. And 9 runs in the over so far. Nudges it onto the leg side. They've ran the first one fast and they're coming for the second, and they will complete it with quite comfortably. Good running between the wickets by Abhishek and Prashant. Neeraj back into the attack for his third over. His 13 runs given in his 2 overs. Abhishek is on strike. Steps out. Oh, that's been dropped. And they'll get a single. He did step out, but didn't connect it well. Gets the edge. The fielder comes in and drops. And they'll get a single there. Oh, that was elegantly played, elegantly. But falls short there. That will be another single. Score moves to 117. Just 29 required in 51 balls. And nudges it onto the leg side. Gets another single. Good running there by Prashant and Abhishek. 39 runs of 32 balls. He's just holded that end quite well after that wicket of Jagdeep. Oh, now he clears the infield. That's another boundary. An excellent shot there. Slightly over pitch delivery there. And he just slices that one, opens the face. And one bounce into the boundary ropes. And Prashant moves to into 40s now. He's playing at 43 of 33 balls now. 122 scorers at a loss of 1 wicket. Just 24 require in 49 balls now. Neeraj to bowl the last ball of the over. Oh, he swept that one. There's a fielder there at the short fine leg. And that will be a single to end the over. So after the completion of 12 overs, Magnus Supergiants score is 123 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. And Magnus Supergiants need 23 runs to win now in 48 balls. Been a quite an comfortable chase so far for the Magnus Supergiants. Prerag back into the attack for his third over. Oh, he takes that onto the full toss. The fielder does save that one. And they might have ran the couple of runs too. So just 21 required in 47 deliveries now. Prashant is playing on 46 and he's played that over the bowler's head, and that will be a boundary, and with that boundary he gets to his 50 run. What a knock it has been from Prashant Panchal. Excellent knock, and he acknowledges his dugout. He just raises the bat. Excellent knock there from Prashant Panchal. 50 runs in 36 balls. Wicket did fell in between there, but he anchored the innings really well, and this shot was quite pleasant to watch now. Just 17 runs required now. What a run chase it has been from the Magnus Supergiant. He pulls that one onto the leg side. There's a fielder there. And they'll get a quick single. The running between the wickets have been quite well between these two. They've grabbed the singles quite well there. Again, the shorter one pulled it away. Again, well fielded there at the short fine leg. Another single. 8 runs so far in the over with the ball left. The equation has moved down to just 15 now in 43 balls. What a run chase it has been. Oh, that's in the air. He didn't quite timed well there, but he'll get couple of runs there. Oh, there's an overthrow and they have ran for the third one too. So after the completion of 13 overs, Magnus Supergiant score is 134 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. And now just 12 runs are needed in 42 balls. Just 12 runs are required. In 42 balls, Prashant Panchal is playing on 54 of 39. And now the new bowler into the attack, Deepak. Oh, that's been hit straight. And that's his been hit for a boundary. So that's a welcome shot there for Deepak as he gets hit for a boundary on the very first ball. So 8 runs are required now. Will Prashant finish it off in this over itself? Still 5 deliveries left. 4 runs in the first ball. Oh, that's a dot delivery. He went in for that switch shot. Missed onto it completely. Steps out. This time connected even better. But there's a even better feeling there from the fielder at the long off. Just a single. That brings Abhishek back on strike now. The 7 runs are required now. That's been driven. That will be only a single. So 6 runs needed now. Will Prashant be able to finish it off in style for the Magnus Supergiants? Oh, that's high. And that's straight into the hands of the fielder. And the Prashant Panchal knock comes to an end. It has been an excellent knock from him. 59 runs of 42 balls, but that knock has come to an end. That was a flighted delivery there. He hit that straight towards the long on the fielder, grabs it quite comfortably. The second wicket falls for the Magnus Supergiant. Jatin Goel, the new batter, walks in for the Magnus Supergiant now. It's still 6 runs needed. And Deepak to bowl his last ball and Jatin to face his first ball of the over. Oh, that's been played onto the leg side. He's beaten that infield. And that's a boundary. An excellent shot. Just a flick onto that one as the ball was just sliding down the leg there. Yes, you could see just a flick beats the infield. And the ball just races towards the boundary line quite well there. Yeah, from this angle you can see the ball was quite far away from the fielder there. And it did race towards that boundary line. So 10 runs came off that over and a wicket too. So after the completion of 14 overs, Magnus Supergiant score is 144 runs at a loss of 2 wickets, with just 2 runs required to win now. Abhishek on strike. He just flicked it onto the leg side. That will be a single and they'll come for the second one. No, they haven't. So just a single. So it will be Jatin who will get that finishing runs for the Magnus Supergiants now. Yes, he does. The flick onto the leg side. And that will be the winning runs for the Magnus Supergiants, and they chase down the score quite comfortably and get the victory and win the match by 8 wickets. All credit goes to their opening partners, Prashant and Jagdeep, to get that 100-run partnership, and then that was quite easily been chased down. So the Magnus Supergiants won by 8 wickets in the end. And GFSC Navi Mumbai Premier League Season 2, the Magnus Supergiants gets the victory. And here we sign off. Good night, and we will be back after more such matches.